In this video, I'm going to show you how to fall in love with soccer, football, the beautiful game. And the best part is that learning how to love soccer is going to make improving your game so much easier. You're going to have more fun playing the game. My name is Chris Lee and I'm from thesoccerlifestyle.com, and on this channel our motto is that soccer is a way of life. Let us show you how it's done. So if you're looking for strategies that are going to help you develop a passion for soccer, something that makes you excited to get out of bed in the morning, you're going to love this video, so keep watching. Let's go ahead and jump into tip number one, which is to go play as much as you can. Playing is fun. The more you play, the more fun you're going to have. The more fun you have, the more you're going to fall in love with the game. So how do you actually go and play? How do you play more? How do you have more fun playing? Well, it's really as simple as rounding up some friends and going and playing in your backyard, on the street, in your neighborhood. You can invite your friends to meet you at like a park down the street, anywhere where you have green space. Because all you need is a ball and a couple goals. You can just make that out of some t-shirts, extra shoes, whatever you have. You can also go to a park or a public space where you know that there's a lot of people who play pickup soccer, and you can go and you meet new people, ask to join in on some games. That's a fun way to meet people and a fun way to just have fun and just get out there and play, right? You can play with your siblings, you can round up your parents and play. If you only have one other person, you can still go and play. You can pass the ball back and forth to each other. You can take turns trying to steal the ball from one another. You can play one-on-one, where you have just one goal or two goals. You can find a wall and you can kick the ball back and forth to each other. Growing up, I would play a lot of soccer mini games with my friends. So, for example, one mini game we played was called World Cup, where you just have one person playing goalie, you have one goal, and you have a few outfield players. You can have as few as 2 or 3 up to like 10 or 11. And the keeper punts the ball into the air, and the outfield players all compete with each other to score the goal. And if you score, you sit out and you advance to the next round. The last player remaining gets eliminated, and you repeat that until you have a winner. So when it comes to playing for fun, my biggest advice for you is just don't overthink it and don't try too hard. Don't worry about doing things with perfect technique or playing your position correctly. All of that's going to come later. Right now, all we're trying to do is have fun. So get out there and play and have fun doing it, and go and do it as much as you can. Tip number 2 is to have fun watching soccer. So when it comes to watching soccer, my 3 favorite ways are watching full matches on television, attending live games, and watching highlights on social media. When I was 10 years old, I watched my first full match on television with my uncle. I asked him questions about why players made certain decisions. He explained the formations to me, the history of each team, which players he thought was most likely to score goals and why. It was entertaining, and I learned a lot. He taught me how to watch soccer and how to be a student of the game. Soon afterwards, I picked up my favorite team and I started watching all their games on a regular basis. And really what happened from there was my soccer IQ and my love for the game just has steadily grown ever since. So the following year, when I was 11 years old, I attended a professional soccer game in person. So that's my next tip for you is, if you have the chance, attend a live soccer game. Because I can just remember, walking into that stadium before kickoff and feeling the sound waves, the atmosphere, the vibes and energy from the fans. It just blew me away. There were giant flags waving back and forth. The crowd was singing. Our seats were right in front of the tunnel of the dressing rooms, so I got a front row seat to witness the players take to the pitch. I saw my team score a goal right in front of us, and I got to celebrate with all the fans. I got to turn to my dad and give him a big high five. And the next day, my dad, he got the local newspaper, and he showed me the front page, and the game was on the front page of the newspaper. And so when we got home, he cut out the pictures and he put it from the newspaper, and he put that alongside of our tickets in a picture frame. And I kept that picture frame in my bedroom at my parents' house ever since, because it just commemorated that moment, that game. And 20 years later, I can vividly remember the details of that experience like it was yesterday. That was a very special moment for me and my dad, and it really helped me to fall more in love with the game. Lastly, I want to encourage you to watch soccer highlight videos on social media, that show the best players, the best teams, because it's fun. It's just fun to watch players do those amazing skills. It's entertaining to watch teams score awesome goals. people putting awesome silky passes together. These highlights and these skills are exciting. It makes you want to go in the backyard and practice it for yourself. And so I've linked below a playlist that I made of my favorite highlight videos of all time. So make sure you watch that playlist, and I encourage you to give that a watch. And in that playlist, I'm also going to show you some of my skills. I made my own highlight tape so you can compare my game to the pros. Let me know what you think. And so I want to leave you with one last question. That's it for this video. Who has better outcomes in this game? Who has better results? Who goes further in the game of soccer? The player who loves soccer or the player who doesn't? So leave a comment below and tell me why. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.